You know, in algebra, sometimes the answer you're looking for is hiding in plain sight. And today, we're going to tackle a puzzle that looks pretty complex on the surface, but as you'll see, a single key can unlock the whole thing. So let's dive right in. So here's the big question, right? How do you actually find a value that isn't just sitting there in an equation? We're given a couple of clues, but the piece we actually need is nowhere to be found. Well, that's the puzzle we're going to solve together right now. Okay. So, like with any good puzzle, you've got to start with the clues. Let's lay out exactly what we're working with here. All right, so here are the pieces of our puzzle. First up, we know that a cubed minus b cubed equals 513. And second, we know that a minus b is just 3. And our mission is to use these two little facts to figure out the value of a times b. So the question is, how do we connect what we know to what we want to know? We need the right tool. And in algebra, that tool is usually the perfect formula. It's like a master key that can connect all these different parts. And this is our key. This thing right here is a special kind of equation called an algebraic identity. Basically, that just means it's true no matter what values you plug in for a and b. And what's so great about this one? Well, look, it connects everything we have. Our a cubed minus b cubed, our a minus b, and the thing we're looking for, ab. This formula, this is our roadmap. Okay, key in hand, it's time to unlock this puzzle. We're just going to take the numbers we know and start plugging them into this formula, step by step. All right, first step, we know that a cubed minus b cubed is 513, right? And since our fancy identity formula is just another way of writing a cubed minus b cubed, we can go ahead and set the whole expression equal to 513. Simple as that. Okay, next up we grab our other clue, a minus b equals 3. So anywhere you see a minus b in that equation, we're just going to swap it out with the number 3. Let's plug it in. Okay, now we just need to clean this up a bit. So 3 cubed, that's 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. And then 3 times ab times 3, well, that simplifies down to 9ab. And just like that, our equation looks a whole lot cleaner, doesn't it? We're getting so much closer. So our main goal here is to get a all by itself on one side of the equation. To get started on that, we need to move that 27 over to the other side. And to do that, we just subtract it from 513.
All right, a little bit of quick math. 513 minus 27 gives us 4086. So now we have 9 times ab equals 486. We are literally on the final step now.
And here it is, the final move. To finally get ab all by itself, we just have to divide both sides by 9. So that's 486 divided by 9. The answer is right there for the taking. All right, here we go, the moment of truth. We found our clues, we found the key, we've gone through all the steps. So what is the final value of AB? 54, that's it. 486 divided by 9 is 54. And just like that, puzzle solved. So let's just do a quick recap of the game plan we used. First, we identified all the information we were given. Then came the most important part, finding the perfect formula to connect all those pieces together. And after that, it was really just a matter of plugging in what we knew and solving for the thing we didn't. It's a really powerful way to approach problems like this. You know, this whole thing leaves us with a much bigger idea. This wasn't just about solving for a times b. It was about a method, right? About finding that one single key. Whether it's a formula in math, the right tool for a job, or even just a new perspective that can make a really complex problem suddenly seem simple. So it makes you wonder, where else can finding that one key unlock a challenge you're facing? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me.